this sucks. There's no reason why we need to be doing this. I have Sundays, I should be able to watch TV or do whatever I want to do on a Sunday. That needs to change right now, right? We started with a big group to give you an overview of how this team building is going to work. And now you need to start looking at me and paying attention, Adrian. You guys need to engage yourselves fully in this, right? No half-assing it, no pretending that you're working when you're just standing on the side. This is going to bind you together, right? This is where your personalities, all of them, right? We're all over the place. Everyone has a different personality, and I love it. And that's why we're going to be a great team this year. But it's putting your personalities together. That's what this does, okay? So if you decide that you take the day off, I don't want to do this exercise, I don't want to be here today, you got the wrong mindset, right? You're going to be stretched, you're going to be challenged, you're going to have to talk about things that you probably don't want to talk about, or maybe you want to talk about them. But the bottom line is that this is so important. This is everything that we need to do as a team, right? So, you're late.
Okay, so you guys made the effort to be here on time, he's late. What's the consequence? I'm not asking him, I'm asking you.
That's holding.
Cut, I think. I don't think they like you as much either, so I don't know about
You don't think that they're going to get quarterback?
Is it fair to you that you got here on time, prepared with your homework, and he staggers in, do you have your homework?
Oh, it's in the car.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah, like I said.
So, what does the team feel about that? What should be done? I'm not asking the coach, I'm asking you because he's going to be a part of you, and you're a part of him for the rest of the season. 100 push-ups?
3 miles. I don't remember that.
At least 3 miles under 12 minutes.
Pardon me?
If you can do that, you'll be on the team.
All right, let's speak one at a time. I'm serious about this. You have a choice here, because you set the quality, the level of this team. You have a choice here, lots of them. He needs a consequence, because what him coming in late is affecting all of you. And I'm not just picking on you, this was for anybody that happened to walk in the door as late as you did. All right, so it's nothing against you. But it is an issue that has to be dealt with because it cannot happen again. So, what are you going to do about it? What does he need to do to make it up to you?
First of all, is it okay that he's late? Is that cool to you guys?
No.
Does that bother you? That bothers me. That bothers me that I woke up at 6 a.m. to get here, to be on time, and be prepared, and he walks in, just strolls in, doesn't even remember his homework. That bothers me. Does that not bother you? Does that bother you? It should bother you. So Adrian, what do you want to do about it?
I think you could apologize.
Yeah, I'm sorry I'm late.
I think push-ups could be fun.
Push-ups?
Push-ups.
What do you think?
You're already so red though, like, it's a punishment enough, right?
Well, it is hard being singled out. It is difficult being singled out. But you do that to yourself when you make the choice of not being here. Did you have something to share, Hank?
I think probably just push-ups, the apology is good.
We could slap him on the wrist a couple times.
Should everyone slap him on the wrist?
This is a little weird.
All right, enough said, I'm
Okay.
over it. So listen, like I said, proud of you guys to be here. I'm proud of your guys' progress thus far. Remember when was it? After season, when we took a month off, we came back. What was the team like? We were in shambles, right? Everyone was screaming and crying and complaining and nothing was going right and everyone was whining and complaining at each other. We made huge strides thus far, right? Okay, but you always have to keep in mind, as a varsity soccer player, that you guys are the example. And considering that the program has been in shambles completely in the last, 7-10 years, you guys have the honor of paving the way for this program. right? You guys are the team that is paving the way for the foundations of this program, which is awesome. That's an honor. But with that responsibility on your shoulders, you guys need to take that, you need to run with it. You gotta engage yourselves in this, in everything here on after, okay? So that we can be the best team that we can possibly be, right? And then underneath you, the JV will see, what did Lidor say? Lidor had a very interesting comment.
I would say that we.
Bergman picked up on it. What did he say?
He said that we were the ones with the problems.
More problems, right? The older guys have more problems. Is he right? That's the question. Was he right with that?
I don't know, Leader's a controversial kid.
What do you think? What do you think, Trapper?
I think we have some problems, but we're working through them.
Okay.
So,
So what is today?
I think the staff reports are
We're working through more of those problems and also growing as a team. So take this responsibility, be honored that you have it, and let's have a great day, okay? Understood?
Yeah.
I don't want to see sleepy eyes and this little pouty face.
All right.
Okay?
We're gonna spend just a couple of minutes
Let's go.
on your homework, just a couple of minutes. And the key to this was the first sentence of answering the questions honestly, and be willing to share them. You're gonna be a family. You are, as Leon refers to, a pack of coyotes, and that's not a bad thing. Coyotes are pretty cool. I happen to know them pretty intimately. So, a coyote works together with the rest of the pack, although they're quite capable of working alone. So you still have your uniqueness, your individuality, your diversity, but they do work well as a pack. What else do you know about coyote? They hunt in packs. They
Stronger as a pack.
say it again.
Stronger as a pack.
Stronger, definitely. I've watched him work rabbits and small dogs, which is not fun to see. And one will lure them out, usually a little female. That ring a bell? And then when the dog starts running toward that coyote, the rest come out of the woods and they're surrounded. And they win. That's one way of looking at it. They're feeding themselves. They're not bad. It's instinct to eat. So they're going to use whatever technique and whatever food they find. They do the same thing with rabbits and squirrels and other small mammals. To watch a coyote work with a possum is pretty funny. To watch one work with a raccoon can be pretty vicious because the raccoon doesn't give up easily. So coyotes are pretty adaptive animals. They've been logged in every city in the United States, including New York City and Chicago. So they can adapt. Is that a skill you need? Absolutely, because every team you play with is going to be different. They communicate well. It's not pleasant to our ears. How many of you ever heard a coyote howl? It sounds like a woman being strangled, doesn't it? Pretty bad. But they communicate. Some people think a coyote communicates when he finds food. Now that would be stupid. Why would you tell the whole world you just found dinner? You know, because you'd have to share it, wouldn't you? They communicate to stay in touch, as a family does, and to know where everybody is within probably about a 2 to 3 mile radius at least up where I live in Tahoe. And you can hear them going back and forth with each other, and pretty soon they're getting closer and closer and closer, and then they're kind of quiet. Once in a while they'll be right out in the middle of my street, and I come up out of a sound sleep with that sound. It's not pleasant. So, coyotes are pretty special. That makes you pretty special. And the attributes that we assume coyote has, when you see coyote, what do you think of? Really, seriously, when you see coyote, what's the first thing you think of? Yeah. Huh?
Run. What? It's
I wouldn't. They can outrun you in a minute. But they can run 40 miles an hour. They can run. What else do you think of when you think coyote? I don't know how these guys are old enough to have the cartoon Roadrunner.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So the Coyote's the dumb one, huh? Duh. He keeps getting caught over and over and over again. But he's called Wile E. Coyote for a reason, because he gets himself out of those messes. He can problem solve. And in the Native American, indigenous populations of the United States, the coyote brought fire. He brought fire to the people. So he serves a purpose. So he has the ability to laugh at himself, make fun of himself, which he does in the Roadrunner cartoons constantly. But he's got the wisdom side of him, of the ancient tribes, and the adaptability to survive. So you guys have all of those qualities that Coyote has. It's an awesome totem to have for your team. Pretty powerful. So I asked you a question. Why are you on the soccer team? Somebody give me an honest answer. Not a bunch of BS to make him happy. Why are you on the soccer team? I'm gonna start drafting you.
I'm in the soccer team mostly because I love the sport. I mean, I wouldn't have even tried out if I didn't take joy in playing the sport.
So you love the sport. How about you?
Same thing as he said, but also because I like to be a part of the team.
Mm-hmm. Cool, yeah.
I enjoy playing soccer. It's my way to stay in shape.
Mm-hmm. Definitely is.
Help represent the school.
Is it what?
Help represent the school.
And your community, and your family. Everything you do, and Leon and I talked about that this morning, is everything you do has a ripple effect. If you don't take this seriously enough to give it your best, that reflects on your family. It reflects on your school, your community, depending on how far we want to go with the ripple, your state, your nation, the country, the world. Everything you do has a ripple effect. Anybody else want to share why you play soccer? Yes, sir.
I think it's an important opportunity to learn about teamwork and it's all through life.
All of it, right. So that's why we're together, is to make sure that you get all the little tiny pieces of that teamwork or working in the Coyote pack, okay? The important thing about that next question is, if you don't know what your gifts are, you can't give it your best. So I'm hoping that you really answered it honestly. What do you bring to the team? Because we all bring some similar, some different skills, mindsets, attitudes, whatever. What do you bring to the team? You need to know that about yourself. So who's going to volunteer? No volunteers, I draft. Thank you.
Said that I bring responsibility, skill, and commitment.
Good. Commitment's huge. So's responsibility. We're going to work with that one a lot today.
Did everyone fill this out? Why are you answering questions? Everyone should have their hand raised.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
A positive attitude.
Good. Yes, sir.
Experience and knowledge.
Good.
Effort,
Good.
Determination.
Awesome.
energy and hard work,
Good.
positivity and effort.
Respect.
What is it?
Respect.
Respect. Okay.
Positivity and hard work.
Cool.
A defensive mentality.
Mhm. Good.
A respectful attitude. Respect.
Positive and hard work.
With the exception of me being late today, I'd say I'm dedicated to the team and I work hard in everything that we do.
I put energy and talent and determination.
Good. Anybody I missed? Okay.
Experience and commitment.
Good.
I put commitment and leadership.
Awesome. Yes.
Passion and loyalty.
Good. I just saw some great honesty here. I'm very proud of you for that. Not only are you risking something to speak out in front of a group, you should not feel that way because this is your family. This is your pack. You should be able to say anything and it stays here. It doesn't go anywhere else without your permission. And you're safe to say it. So it's up to you to create a safe environment. for your family or your pack. Does that make sense? So when I ask you these questions, and I warned you that we'd be sharing them, that's part of that team building. It's part of that atmosphere, that attitude that you're gonna have as a group, as a family, as a pack. The next question says, what do you think this team needs? This should be a good one, because you're gonna have different perspectives on it. What do you think?
The biggest thing is believing that we can win.
Believing, okay?
And adding to that is the desire for success, like
Mhm.
everything we do.
Okay,
Yeah.
Level of respect for one another.
awesome. That's that family thing again.
I put teamwork and trust.
Uh-huh,
We have to communicate and work together.
cool,
Unity and cohesiveness.
good. Let's just go down the line. I'm exhausted, get all forget. Go,
Work together, with a common goal.
okay?
I said chemistry, equal effort from everyone.
Awesome,
Come together as a team.
okay.
Said the same thing, so we come together and trust each other. Yeah, just trust, discipline.
Okay. Who did I not do? Keep going down the line.
Always be focused.
Cooperation and like respect goals.
Okay, cooperation is huge. We're gonna talk some more about that.
Stop thinking like individually and invest in our teammates.
Awesome. Back. Okay, say that again louder so everybody can hear it.
To stop thinking individually and invest in our teammates, like as well as ourselves.
Awesome. It takes both, right?
Yeah.
Self-respect, respect for everybody else in the team.
Good relationship with each other.
Good,
Good chemistry on and off the field.
awesome.
The team needs to truly recognize itself as a team and also needs to believe in itself as a team.
Awesome.
Belief and unity.
Trust and knowing each other.
Needs to work as a unit in a family.
Responsibility.
And you did yours. Did you guys hear each other? It's awesome. If you truly believe what you wrote down, there's nobody can stop you this year. Nobody. Now, it takes practice to get there, doesn't it? You're gonna have to work for it. But this was the best. I could not have hoped for a better answer from a professional soccer team. In fact, it probably wouldn't have been as good. Because there's a fine line between playing a sport and playing in the business. There are many of them to make money. They may love the sport, but there's a difference there. Are you proud of yourselves? Did you listen to each other? That's pretty awesome. Got a good group here. Okay, I like my next question. What gives you a job? It's supposed to be joy. Did anybody figure that out? If that's what I meant? Awesome, good.
Good job.
I didn't know that you meant joy, I saw the next question, so I assumed the other one,
Uh-huh.
what makes you really happy.
Uh-huh. So what makes you happy?
I said winning.
Winning. Anybody else write down winning? I would imagine several of you. What else did you write down? What gives you joy? Yes, sir.
Seeing myself improve on something I've been working on.
Cool.
Achieving something I've been working towards.
Okay. Anybody else? Something different? Yes, sir.
I think just like the feeling you get when you know you've worked your best, like after.
Yeah, when it's over, you've given it everything you can.
Playing soccer.
Good.
Like when the whole team works together and wins the game.
Yeah, when you're cohesive.
I didn't write this down because I didn't understand it, but like when the whole team's focused on a goal and they're dedicated.
Uh-huh, great.
I wrote playing well and playing your hardest and also getting good grades.
Yep. Yep. And they do help each other, believe it or not. There's a lot of statistics to show that athletes get better grades and have better health. Okay. One other question here. There's one other one on the back. I think that we're gonna save these last two for later. Okay, so help me remember, as I get distracted in my old age here. So help me remember. I'm gonna do the last two later. But this one, you need to know yourself. What upsets you, so that you can rein it in when it's not appropriate to react by being upset. There's times, Leah and I watched some soccer yesterday. In fact, I watched several hours of it, professional, international. It was really a blast. What gave me joy was seeing two guys collide, trip each other up, roll all over the turf, give each each other a handful of them, two opposite teams. So that's not being upset, is it? Or if it is, it's a very mature way. One of the things that I dislike about hockey is the fighting. I love ice hockey, and I love the way those guys skate, but I hate the fighting. It's so stupid. It just lowers the mentality of the whole team, and it hurts the team, right? So, what upsets you? You need to know what that is. Let's go quick as a bunny. We're going to start down there. Go.
I get upset, like personally, like when I perform poorly and I can't like focus on what I'm doing.
You upset
Lack of
yourself.
effort. Lack of effort.
When people don't try and it affects others.
When losing when you could have won.
When the whole team doesn't try because a few individuals didn't try.
When we put each other down.
People disrespecting their peers, people playing, not trying as hard as you can.
Not before the best.
Yeah, not being the best, I feel like can be.
Reaching full potential.
Failure, but more than that, having regret about their
Regrets are, yeah.
When teammates give up mentally.
People, including myself, make easily avoidable mistakes.
Like when you know you could have worked harder and you didn't.
When people don't want to.
When people
Losing,
give up.
give up.
You lose when the whole team isn't trying. Losing when from something stupid like those things and stuff like that. When you get too comfortable.
When you picture a wheel, and it has all these spokes in it, one of those spokes breaks. What happens next? The others start to crack and start to break because the load isn't spread evenly. And the next thing you know, you've got a broken wheel, which could be you. We're not going to go there. I don't think it will be. So we're going to go outside and do a couple of activities. And the first one is just for fun, warm up, get going. Then I'm going to have you come back in and spend about 10 minutes doing a very quick prioritizing of attitudes, beliefs, things like that. Then we're going to go out back outside, do another activity. We'll probably debrief outside. We may or may not come back in for another one. Yeah, we may or may not come back in for another activity. Well, I mean, inside. We'll do another one. And then we have closure today. Any questions about any of that so far? You don't know what they are, so. Okay, let's go out.